Welcome back everyone, and this time it's for UFC Vegas 85, DOLIDZE vs IMAVOV. We've got 6 fights on the main card, and I'll start with a welterweight bout where we got Gilbert Urbina taking on Charles Radke. I don't know both fighters. I've heard some about Gilbert Urbina, but not know much, so I'm still gonna predict him to get the win by a finish, maybe in the second round, but I'm not really sure. Next, we move to the middleweight division, and we've got Aliashkab Kizriev taking on Mahmoud Muradov. Once again, I don't know the fighters. Maybe some are making their debut in the UFC. Let me check that out. No, but Kizriev is undefeated as of now, and maybe the same for Muradov. No, but he has been a veteran. Okay. So veteran against undefeated fighter. This is a narrative that we've got many times over in 2023, and 2024 is no different. UFC keeps bringing new talents, and many of them are undefeated. And this is the case once again. So I'm going to predict Aliashkab Kizriev to get the win by a finish or by a decision win. I don't really see this going 3 rounds, but hey, it's the UFC, it's top level, so maybe, and even maybe Mahmoud Muradov is going to get the win. We don't know. Next, in the women's flyweight division, we've got 7th ranked Viviane Araujo taking on 9th ranked Natalia Silva. As of recently, Viviane Araujo lost some of her fights, so she was like, I believe, number 2 or number 3 at some point, maybe even number 4, but yeah, she lost. So, kind of passing the torch fight. It seems Viviane Araujo cannot hang in the top 5 anymore. Yeah, last fight that she lost. No, that she won the last fight. My bad, she won the last fight in, it was October 2023, but it was a decision win. I don't think she has what it takes to stay in the top 5 and challenge for the belt, so it's either she somehow pull a finish on her opponent, Natalia Silva, or she climbs further down the rankings. As Natalia Silva, she's literally climbing through the rankings, so I don't think she's going to stop there. She's obviously very talented and has more experience overall than Viviane Araujo, meaning I think she's going to get the win, either decision or a finish. Really, both can happen. I don't suspect Viviane Araujo to not go for the 3 rounds, So yeah, decision most likely for Natalia Silva, but a submission can happen. Next, we go back to the welterweight division as Randy Brown takes on Muslim Salikov. And right away, I'm going to predict Muslim Salikov to get the win, even though Randy Brown is the favorite in the betting odds. Why? Because I've heard many things about Muslim Salikov, and he's a very good fighter. Although I don't doubt that Randy Brown is also a good fighter. Both fighters are not ranked at that time. Before the fight, they are not ranked. After the fight, they might be ranked. But one thing that comes to mind is that Salikov lost his last fight to Nicolas Dalby. So, actually, I don't know. They have pretty similar records in terms of resume, in terms of their fights, their win, their losses. So yeah, I'm still gonna predict Muslim Selkov to get the win this weekend. Next, and it is the co-main event. Yeah, I don't think it is a 5-round fight. Anyway, it takes place in the lightweight division, and we've got 13th ranked Renato Moicano taking on 15th ranked Drew Dober. That he made his way back to the rankings, because I don't think it's Ferguson or someone else that moved down the ranking or moved up, but somebody moved up or moved down the weight class, or no longer in the lightweight. Anyway, Renato Moicano is on a roll, I believe. His last fight, he called out some top 10 or some people like that. There's even a moment where he was angry at someone because he wanted to fight more. So this guy is clearly a savage. We know he got 10 submission wins over 17 finishes. He actually has 0 knockouts. So I don't expect a knockout, especially against Drew Dober. Even if people seems to think that it's easy to knock him out, we've got a veteran in Drew Dober, 27, 12 and 0. So he won actually himself a lot by knockouts. So I don't think he's gonna get beat or defeated this weekend, when we know he knocked out former or currently top 15 opponents. So yeah, I think Drew Dober is going to get the win by either decision or knockout, and maybe go back to the spot he was before dropping off the rankings. Next, and it is the main event, a 5-round fight taking place once again in the middleweight division, and we've got 8th ranked Roman Dolidze taking on 11th ranked Nassourdine Imavov. I'm going to predict Nassourdine Imavov to get the win. I don't believe Roman Dolidze to be a lesser opponent for Imavov, but I clearly believe he doesn't have what it takes to be on the same level as Imavov. Obviously, what comes to mind is that Imavov had had some fights in the UFC against top competition. He also faced former champion Sean Strickland back in last year. Actually, it was January of 2023, and it was a decision win. He hasn't been knocked out. So very tough, also a very dangerous fighter. Out of 11 or 12 wins, he got 9 finishes, and out of 9 finishes, it's 7 first-round finishes. So he can finish you very quickly, and with consistency, and he goes straight to opponent. He's a great fighter. He almost, I wouldn't say drop out, but he moved down the rankings because some other moved up. That makes sense. Still, I believe he has what it takes to go back into the top 10 once again, and from that point carry on and go to the top 5 and maybe challenge for the belt. It would definitely be some new fresh competition, although Roman Dolidze is also new and fresh competition. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna predict a decision win for Nassourdine Imavov this weekend. But in a 5-round fight, I really think he's gonna make the difference and look for a knockout. And that were my prediction for UFC Vegas 85. I'll see you there. Until next time.